What's happening, guys? My name is OTG and I'd like to welcome you back to Davilo's Journey, episode number 18 here in Austin, Texas, United States Grand Prix Circuit I think it's Circuit de America or something like that. Circuit de America or something like that. But we're here in Austin, Texas. The last man to win, obviously, at the circuit was Lewis Hamilton, as we qualified in 13th. 5 lights, 50% here in Austin, Texas. We're away. We are behind 2 Force Indias, who, for some reason, I don't know why, but we just seem to be matching their pace week in, week out, which I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But going into the first corner now, there's Hulkenberg, and I don't know, I just think Sergio, this race is going to be a little bit unmotivated for the team. Obviously the team have said they're going to, if he leaves, he'll be throwing a huge party. Sabian, his agent, has already said that the team have planned something for him. It'll be a surprise after Brazil, and well, the entire community is invited. But speaking of Ferrari, there is Felipe Massa going around the S's, like the weird S's. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a Silverstone Japan sort of mix hybrid. And there, another bit of contact with a Lotus, a Williams, and a Marussia. So that is not good as well. So something's gone completely wrong there. But the Felipe Massa one, he just comes around the corner and Felipe's just there. And he just gets hit. And then the next one, he's trying to get around Raikkonen. And Raikkonen just squeezes him and gives a little bit of a nudge and says, hey, this is my time. Leave me alone. I'm battling through the pack. So Sergio has to also battle through the pack now. Still on lap 1, coming to the end of the back straight here. You can see how open the circuit is. There's Chilton. Chilton probably not going to gain any time on us. And at the moment, Maldonado's down in 20th. So we have to try and get past Maldonado ASAP. There's a Caterham getting overtaken by Felipe Massa. We need to follow Massa as well as we possibly can, and we're going to do it here. Get an overtake around that corner. Felipe Massa goes on the outside of Jules Bianchi, the great Jules Bianchi there. Massa, a fantastic move, overtaking there. Then we have Nico Hulkenberg, shortly followed by Kimi Raikkonen, Felipe Massa, Jules Bianchi, Sergio Davilo now in a line of 5, it seems. Going into one of the last corners up the inside of Bianchi. He gets a little bit deep there, goes and runs off the track. Bianchi gets a good exit now. He then squeezes between Felipe and Bianchi and goes up the inside, cutting the corner just minorly, giving Felipe a nudge. I mean, it's a free-for-all at the moment. Felipe Massa versus Davilo for the contract. They've offered Davilo a contract. Will he accept it though? Best friends could be turning enemies very shortly, because Felipe Massa will be very disappointed. Speaking of Felipe Massa in real Formula 1, obviously getting replaced by Kimi Raikkonen. He's actually now, I believe, an official Williams driver for next year, so that would be fantastic for him. As Sergio Davilo, the new Ferrari driver, takes on the real-life new Ferrari driver. It seems, well, actually, Sergio hasn't signed the contract. He hasn't signed the papers yet, so he is not an official Ferrari driver, but it's almost all but certain. I mean, he'd have to be stupid not to take the offer. Now, going on to lap 3, defending well there, gets a little bit of a cut and also loses the rear end. I don't think he gets any contact there, but Raikkonen's completely slowed down and Raikkonen's pulled over, causing a safety car to be deployed. So on lap 3, a safety car in a 50% race. Well, I mean, we expect a safety car in most 50% races, because you can't go that long without making a mistake and causing other people to be in a mistake. There at the end of the back straight, he almost overtook Di Resta, because Di Resta was going very, very slowly. I mean, I think they should. I think in Formula 1 there should be a rule that there should be a 2-gear. I mean, there should be you should be sticking in the 2nd gear unless, of course, it's a really slow hairpin. Because, I mean, on this, look how far apart Di Resta is. In real Formula 1, we bunched up on the map. Yeah, they look really bunched up, but the gap between Di Resta and Davilo is completely different to the gap between Di Resta and the next car along, which I believe is Bottas. It's really stupid. As you look on the pitometer there, as the green flags are now out, obviously to restart the race, entering the pits. Them tyres are red raw going up there. There's an invisible barrier there that just gives me a little bit of a nudge. Originally I thought it was Bottas, but I was like, well, Bottas is nowhere near me. Well, I mean, he's near me, but I mean, that sort of gap. And as we go into our first pit stop of the race, guys, if you could leave a like to show your support, as always. We've been getting frequently brilliant likes from you guys, and I would really like to see if we can possibly get 7 likes for this 50% race. And, well, getting held up in the pits, he's lost about 2.7 seconds there, and he almost has a bit of an incident there with Romain Grosjean, but he doesn't. He holds it well, and there's a Williams on the side of the wall, but for some reason he's held it well. Now Romain Grosjean is the next target for Sergio Davilo, as all his cars bunched up now up the inside of Grosjean. No contact made. It's a clean move, and he holds it well. Grosjean not expecting a move that early on these cold tyres from Sergio, but he's just saying to the entire pack, hey, look at me, I am a contender for the World Championship now. On lap 9, no DRS used as he comes up behind Guido van der Garde. He goes up the inside and he gets the manoeuvre almost done. He does indeed get it done. He uses the full length of the track. Van der Garde then squeezed off the track and it's a clean manoeuvre, done and dusted. Now Pastor Maldonado is the next man along in 11th position now, but in 12th position here comes Sergio on lap 9 going on to lap 10. Romain Grosjean on the train of fast cars behind him. He's battling his way through the pack. He's in 12th at the moment. He's doing a great job. Big gap to Maldonado and the rest of the cars who obviously pitted a little bit later, and obviously all them cars in the pits, and then he runs a little bit onto the marbles there, giving his tyres not the nicest looking of, obviously he wants to pit ASAP, but Romain Grosjean slips past him on lap 10. He's down in 13th position now, not what he wanted. He would like to have held him up as long as possible. Speeding through these sharp left and right handers now, trying to gain as much of an advantage on the pack as possible, but it looks like Grosjean's got it. Then he runs a little bit deep. There comes Guido van der Garde, and van der Garde giving a little bit of nudge of the way, compromising his own line, and then Bottas overtakes the rest in the carnage, and van der Garde has got past Sergio Davilo, but now Davilo up the inside of the Caterham car. These tyres are absolutely destroyed. He has no grip. Running wide, he gets the undercut. Van der Garde now getting in the better exit because Davilo has got absolutely no grip on his tyres. Now behind him in 15th and 16th is Hamilton and Bottas. He actually uses the DRS this time, and Bottas now past him. They're going side by side. This will be interesting as Hamilton then goes up the inside of them two cars. Now he brakes a little bit later, looking for the move up to Van der Garde, then clips his rear end with his front wing. Here come two cars. They don't get a successful overtake done on that corner, but I dare say Hamilton will eventually get past the cars and be off on his way. And there Hamilton goes up the inside. He's running a bit deep. Hamilton now, he breaks up the inside there. Davilo contact with Lewis Hamilton. He drifts around that corner. Hamilton forgets he's there, and well, it's a little bit of contact. Hamilton might have been able to avoid it, but Davilo was going for a move. He couldn't get the move successfully done, and Lewis Hamilton steams on. I mean, if he would have spun, if both of the cars would have spun, it would have been an even bigger disaster. Now on lap 10, clearly his tyres are absolutely destroyed and he needs to go in for the pit stop. So he goes into the pits and then, oh, disaster. He locks his brakes up, and that just sums up his race weekend, if I'm honest. There we go. He's now shunted down into 20th position before he even pits. So now it's going to be an absolute challenge. It's going to be one of the hardest challenges of his F1 career now to even get back into the points. It will really show his what's the word? I don't know. The way I've got a word, but I just can't say it. I mean, he's rebounding back from the horrible events that have occurred. A 3.2 second pit stop. Obviously, no front wing change, but he locked up his brakes and he's destroyed tyres. But now he's out on a set of the prime tyres. The tyres really he should have been on from maybe the first pit stop because they would have been a lot more useful to him. But you learn. He's saying, obviously, Sauber said they're sad to let the guy go, but they've still got Nico Hülkenberg, and this really opens the question: will it be Esteban Gutierrez taking his place? And obviously he's a reserve driver. Bianchi exits the pits now. He seems to be trying to gain as much of a gap as possible, and he's actually gained on Jules Bianchi enough to get the move up into 19th position, so it's not that bad. He is battling his way through the pack now. Lap 13, another man coming into the pits. It's pick in the pit, that's it. And he comes out pick, and he got past him nicely, so that puts him up to 18th position now. Lap 17, entering the pits again. These prime tyres not lasting as long as he would have liked, so he's going to come in for another stop, which ultimately means he's going to have to make another stop after this one, and then he's going to have to make another stop for this one for the option tyres. Entering the pits, what sort of time? No one around him. Tyres a little bit degraded. A nice fresh pair of rubber, improving on their time. A 3.1 second pit stop, not bad. I'm wondering if it's possible in this game to get a sub 3 second pit stop. Going up now, and he takes a little bit more of a wider line to try and help him gain a little bit more grip and stay out their marbles. Now lap 18, there's Jules Bianchi, and it looks like he's going to breeze past this man already. He's got a pit stop over him as well, so that just sums up the pace of Davilo compared to Bianchi. But Bianchi, obviously the greatest driver of our generation, is in a Marussia, and well, he should be in a Red Bull really. But lap 22 now, going on to 23. Here comes Charles Pic, if I'm correct, and it looks like he's just going to easily breeze past Charles Pic to make himself put himself back up into 18th position again. So it doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch up on that faster group of cars. They seem to have averted him really. Now, Lap 24, back into the pits, it seems. He's tired. It was just one of them races where he was just trying to gain on some of the faster cars. He also got a 10-second time penalty somewhere. I couldn't find it. I looked. He got a 10-second time. I remember getting it, but in the race, but I searched for the footage and I couldn't. I think he might have got it from maybe a corner cut or something. It was a bit excessive after some incident, but his main goal now really just to finish this race and finish in front of some cars and have a nice battle. Here comes Charles Pic now looking for the move. He looks like he's got it successfully now on lap 27 after being lapped in that final pit stop. Lap 27, a lap earlier than he would have liked, but Nico Rosberg comes across the line. Sergio Davilo in 17th position has secured himself a nice run at a nice bit of a run. He's put himself into 17th, 6th position for Nico Rosberg, not Nico Hulkenberg, sorry, and first for Nico Rosberg as the championship hots up. As I said, keep an eye out for that, guys. But this is how it finished. Van der Garde actually finished ahead because he had that 10-second time penalty. So did Charles Pic. Kimi Raikkonen DNF, which is fantastic because Raikkonen bit of a dick in this race to Sergio. Pastor Maldonado got 12th, Ricciardo 13th, Adriano McVern 14th, De Resta 15th. Not the best race. Grosjean also not scoring points as well, but it wasn't the way he wanted the race to go. He's a little bit disappointed. We just need to have a look at the Drivers' Championship now to see, crucially, where abouts everyone is. So there's Hulkenberg in 6th position. Massa got 9th position, picking up 2 points. So he's only lost 2 points to Felipe Massa. Going to the last race, I believe Massa needs to score no points, and Sergio Davilo needs to score 25 points to either be even or beat him, I believe, if I'm correct. So we're going to have to hope that Sergio can beat Felipe Massa and gain a few positions in the Constructors. But I know exactly what you guys are thinking. We just want to see Season 2 and see him in a Ferrari, if he's going in the Ferrari, which, I'm playing this game, but I'm not sure. But look at that, Rosberg and Vettel, 1 point separates it, guys. It is going to be a very, very tense race. I'm going to be focusing not only on what I'm doing, but on where Vettel and Rosberg will be going. So the end of Season 1 of Davilo's journey, guys, will be out on Saturday, I believe, because tomorrow is Friday and that's Co-op Championship Day. But I might do a double upload. So guys, pound that like button. If we get to 10 likes, I will upload it tomorrow. The final episode of Davilo's journey. Might do a live com, 100% guarantee, guys. Thank you for watching. My name is OTG. See you guys in the near future for more news, views and information here on my channel. Bye, guys.